That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Talking about a not as old but older movie that's now coming back, The Accountant 2. Man, I love the first Accountant. I love it more than most people do, I admit.
I do too.
People don't seem to like it as much as I do, but I love The Accountant, and I've asked forever, where is the sequel? Well, then we found out we're getting a sequel. And now it's played at South by Southwest. But would it be any good? Well, the response at South by Southwest is great. Slash Film, even their headline reading, The Accountant 2 review, Ben Affleck's sequel is better in every way. And as of the start of this show, it's holding an 89%. Let's take a look at some of the reviews, shall we? Inverse is writing, The Accountant 2 doubles down on the strangest and most ludicrous parts of the original, resulting in a sequel that is wildly more fun, even more absurd, and disarmingly emotional. New York Magazine and Vulture liked it, saying, the new movie leans into comedy in ways that veer towards the cutesy, but the scenes of the brothers together are great, providing glimpses of the codependent boys they were before they grew into trauma-stunned men who regularly commit acts of bloodshed. The Wrap liked it, saying The Accountant 2 surpasses its original by keying into lenient and dangerously playful tone. Awards Watch liked it, saying The Accountant 2 is a better overall film than the original and one of the most entertaining films of the year so far. Hey, You Guys liked it, saying The Accountant 2 is that rare thing, a sequel that builds and improves on the forebearer. With exceptional performances, cracking chemistry, and great dialogue, it outshines its predecessor in memorability, entertainment, and sheer enjoyment, a hit. Now, RogerEbert.com did not like it. They said the truth is that pacing often trumps realism, and The Accountant 2 just doesn't build enough momentum. Fair enough. But why, though, writes, The Accountant 2 shows that sometimes waiting isn't bad. Here it led to a more mature film and one that doesn't distance itself from the concept that has been raked all over the coals. Collider liked it, saying Ben Affleck's Bernthal's chemistry is wonderful and surprisingly sweet. Their brotherly love and bickering are the very heart of the film. The Mary Sue wrote, The Accountant 2 is a worthwhile movie, is fully the chemistry between Bernthal and Affleck. The movie almost comes to life the minute that Brax appears back in Chris's life. And it goes
the
on.
Mary Sue might be the most important review of this movie, by the way. Come on. If the Mary Sue liked it.
Yeah, then the Guardian liked it. IndieWire liked it. The Hollywood Reporter really liked it. Mm-hmm. Playlist didn't. Next Picture didn't. But then Slash Film, Screen Rant, Cinematch, Joe Blow, they all... Yeah, I like Joe Blow's comment there. A total blast of old school action filmmaking. This is music to my ears. Yeah. You guys know I've been wanting them to bring back The Accountant. Look, I get why they didn't do a sequel initially. I get it. It didn't make much money. It didn't. While I've always wanted The Accountant 2, I've never blamed them for not doing it because I get it. It did make a lot of money, which is part of why I was so shocked. Now, what are we, 9 years later? 9 years later? They're doing a sequel to a little-watched original film that was really good, but hardly made any money. I don't know that this one's going to make a lot of money, but at this point, I don't care. It sounds like it's really fun, and that's all I'm here for. Anyway, Chris, you're hearing these reviews. Does it do anything for you to move the needle? Were you looking forward to it at all? I don't know. What do you think? Oh, wow. That's enthusiasm.
Wow.
We've talked about this before. I liked The Accountant, and then when we found out it was getting a sequel, I went, oh, that seems so weird to do right now. I feel like you should have done that a while ago. But to hear that they've made a potentially more interesting, more mature film is very, very cool to hear. I'm very perplexed by the cutesy comment, though, where I was like, I don't understand where cutesy would ever come up in this film, but interesting. For me, it was one of those films when I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. So I'm just excited for you guys that you get a sequel to something you guys like so much.
Rob, what do you think about what we're hearing?
Dude, I'm excited. Would it surprise you to know that The Accountant was one of the first discs I ever bought on 4K? It's true. You and I have often expressed our love for The Accountant. I really like the movie. The only downside for me is that Anna Kendrick isn't coming back, but so what?
I loved her in the first one.
She was great, but she's in another sequel that you're probably going to love of a movie that you really love. A Simple Favor. favor?
Oh yes,
I'm
that
so excited
yeah,
about
I know.
that.
Love a Simple
Yeah,
Favor.
so that another Simple Favor also debuted at South by Southwest.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that I think that Ben Affleck has quietly become one of the most interesting people in Hollywood. If you look at his filmography, I mean, he even made a movie with John Frankenheimer. He made Reindeer Games. Like, he did all of these action, like, sci-fi films that people forget, Armageddon being one of them.
Yeah.
But they don't forget that. But his filmography is incredible as a director. He's made 5 features, Air being the last as director. He's a great director. And the fact that he'll go back and he'll do this film, he knew the script was good. You have the same screenwriter, the same director coming back to make this, same team. He knows what he's got. I think Ben Affleck is honestly one of the most unsung MVPs working in Hollywood today. He can do anything. He's slowly developed a body of work that encompasses genre cinema. I mean, arguably, maybe the best Batman. The guy could do no wrong. And to see him come back and do this, he knew that there's a cult of people like us that love The Accountant. He knew that movie was good.
Yeah.
There's no reason this movie would not exist without him. And he knew that. Good kudos to him for working with the same team, same writer, same director, getting John Barenthal to come back, making this film happen. He knows what's up. That guy does not get enough credit.
Perfect.
And I can't wait to see this.
And
Good
he's
on
finally
Ben
become
Affleck.
one of the best directors in the business.
I agree. I mean, even his film that I loved Live by Night. Live by Night was a beautiful,
Yeah, here's the
lush
funny thing. I
film.
thought it was his worst film,
I-
and I still thought it was really
I
good.
agree. I mean, I wouldn't call it a bad movie, but in terms of, it's my least favorite of his films. But that clip of him from the town where he's going to Jeremy, we're going to go hit some people.
Yeah.
You can't ask me anything about it. Whose car are we going to take? I mean, I'm like, I love that clip. I love him. And he's an Academy Award winner for Good Will Hunting,
Yeah.
for screenwriting.
Chris,
I love Ben
you're-
Affleck.
You look like you wanted to chime in.
Oh no, my monitor keeps falling.
Oh no. That's like I saw Chris laughing out of the side of my eye. I'm like, what's going on?
Wasn't he in John Woo's Paycheck?
Yes.
I mean, the guy's worked with John Woo and John Frankenheimer.
He's worked with a lot of people.
Come on, man.
Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor for today's episode, Ridge. All right, guys, let's talk wallets for a second. If you are still using that bulky, falling apart, overstuffed leather wallet, then it's time for an upgrade. I've had my eye on Ridge wallets for a couple of years now, and I finally recently made the switch to it, and I am absolutely never going back. This thing looks great, it's sleek, ultra minimalist, and can hold up to 12 cards plus cash, all without bulking up my pockets. It's made from high performance materials like carbon fiber and titanium, meaning it's built to last a lifetime. Ridge will even back it with a lifetime warranty. And this thing has the dual combo of looking great and being far more comfortable than that thick wallet. Because there's no win with the thick wallet, right? Like if you put it in your back pocket, it's uncomfortable to sit down, and it looks absolutely stupid in the front of your pants if you shove it into your front pocket. And right now, Ridge is having their once-a-year anniversary sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/Campea. Just head over to ridge.com/Campea to see their biggest sale of the year. Now, after you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that I sent you. Once again, that's ridge.com/Campea. All right, guys, question is for you.
He was the bomb at Phantoms, yo.
What do you think about this? Accountant 2 is getting rave reviews pretty much across the board. They're all saying it's better than the original, which, I mean, maybe you didn't like the original. I love the original, so this is all music to my ears. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.